Can we talk about something? So I know I'm a little bit late talking about this, but Nikita Dragun caused a lot of controversy with her first single, appropriately titled Dick. Now, she claims that the song is about empowering transgender women, but in the process of promoting the song, she disrespected several transgender women and would return to her bread and butter of pissing off Black women. So I thought, as a Black transgender woman, that I would come to you guys and share my thoughts about this entire situation and hopefully discuss Nikita Dragun for the last time on this YouTube channel. But before we start this video, I wanted to make a little bit of a disclaimer. Now, I know that there are gonna be some people who hear the tone of this video and are gonna say that I'm jealous of Nikita Dragun's beauty and success. And baby, I promise you that couldn't be further from the truth. I think that Nikita Dragun is a pretty girl. I really do. And I honestly remember her from her pre-transition days, and I really appreciated a lot of the looks that she's put together. And I think that she has a vision that has been consistent throughout, right? So if I were to say that I was jealous of anything, maybe it would be that. But that all being said, the reason why I'm not jealous of Nikita Dragun is because as a person, I find her to be incredibly fucking tacky. Now, y'all know that I try my very best not to outright condemn the people that I talk about on this channel. I like to sort of see things as undulating shades of gray. I don't think that anyone is completely bad or anyone is completely good, but I think that Nikita Dragun has shown us who she is time and time again, and I guess I'm kind of tired of people acting so surprised that she engages in controversy. She literally thrives on it. I literally can't think of anything tackier than getting into controversy to shill your Alibaba makeup, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Let's talk about what actually happened. So in Nikita Dragun's new budget music video, she flashed her panties along with several pictures of public figures with the word dick written over their faces. Most notably, a picture of her former employee, boyfriend, Michael Yeager, who is currently in a relationship with another Instagram model. On top of that, she showed a screenshot from the rapper Tyga that sort of insinuated that he was interested in her sexually. But Tyga would later come out and disclose that his company filmed a music video for her that never saw the light of day. In the video, she presents these screenshots to essentially out these men for being interested in her. And I guess she's just now figuring out that as a woman, she's probably going to have men who are attracted to her. Though honestly, I'm really not sure anymore how she feels about her own gender because she made this post on Instagram in the process of promoting the song. DICK sets trans women free. Free from being scared someone finds out we have a penis, duct taping our genitals just to make others feel comfortable. We are not the secret. We are not sexual toys. We are not women. We are not men. We are the fantasy. And if you ain't fucking with me, get the fuck out of my way. Now, there's part of me that reads this and kind of understands where it comes from. Cissexism impacts transgender people in a way where a lot of transgender people are pretty aware of how cis people view them if their genitalia is not consistent with their gender. And so, for example, something like swimming is really complex because most swimsuits draw attention to your genitalia. And so some transgender people, and I have experience with this, will avoid going swimming for long periods of time in their life before they've had bottom surgery as to not make other people uncomfortable with the current appearance of their genitalia. And for some transgender people, embracing their genitalia as it currently is quite powerful. But I think that her message is a little inconsistent. On one hand, she is decrying the type of fetishism that makes men pursue her privately and not claim her publicly, while on the other hand, she is sort of embracing the type of fetishism that puts her in that position. So I guess it all feels quite disjointed and odd to me personally. Of course, I understand how painful it is to have all of these men in your DMs who are more than willing to pursue you privately, who refuse to claim you publicly. But the way that it's framed in this video is almost like she's looking at it as a badge of honor. And my thing is this, I think that Nikita is, again, a very, very pretty girl. I think that she can find men who want to claim her publicly. But, you know, this is just my observation from the men that she's attempted to date. those men, unfortunately, probably are not going to also come with the clout that she seems to be looking for in a partner. Hi. I'm between takes. I'm sorry. I know, I heard you slowly come in. I'm sorry. You look really cute though. Let me finish this one and then I have a few more to film. I'm sorry. Today was a really long day.
You look nice.
Thank you. This is my YouTube makeup.
I see.
Yes.
Very pretty.
Thank you. It's going to be hard for me to film with you. Because it's like, I don't usually film in front of people.
Well,
Yeah.
phone calls, I can film.
Okay. Sorry. Speaking of clout, she also claimed to be the first trans pop star. And frankly, for me, this is the comment that made it super obvious that she was trolling. Nikita Dragun was literally in one of Kim Petras's music videos. Kim Petras, who, by the way, just made history by being the first openly transgender woman to perform at the VMAs. To me, it's pretty obvious that she made this claim so that people would rush to correct her and draw traffic to her. And guess what? It worked. We're talking about her. Not to mention that she also wrote the word dick over Sophie's face, which is incredibly disrespectful. Sophie is a transgender woman who has been incredibly influential in pop music as of late, who unfortunately recently passed away. In addition to that, she also wrote the word dick over Marsha P. Johnson's face, another transgender woman who passed away, who a lot of people see as the woman who started the Stonewall riots. These two figures are transgender trailblazers who made their mark before unfortunately passing away. And there's no way in hell that in life they would have consented to having their image manipulated for Nikita Dragun's braggadocious song. And there's no way in hell Nikita doesn't know this. She absolutely knows what she's doing. This is Nikita's MO, and that's why I find her to be incredibly tacky. She literally just sits online and types a couple of words that she knows are going to be controversial, and she often picks easy targets, such as Black women. In another part of the video, she also argued that she sets trends that cis women copy, and she showed several pictures of cis women with the word, once again, dick written over their faces. One of these women was a rapper who calls themselves Asian Doll. Asian Doll would go on a rant where she misgenders Nikita several times and would argue that her entire image, from her makeup to her plastic surgery to the clothes that she wears, is all her attempt to synthesize a Black woman's aesthetic. And in response, Nikita would tweet, "Respectfully, this statement was to show that trans women set the trends for cisgender females, yet never get the credit. This was not meant to be shady towards you, you just happened to be an example." And of course, this comment upset a lot of Black cis women who were incredibly offended by the insinuation that a transgender woman, who a lot of cis women think are attempting to copy them, could ever set trends for cis women. Now, I think that Nikita is dead wrong for saying this. And I think that the idea that people are specifically trying to copy her looks is a little bit silly. But that all being said, what I think Nikita was trying to say is that the Instagram baddie look as we currently see it does pull a lot of inspiration from queer folks. For example, highlighting and contouring is something that drag queens created. It was a type of makeup to take a very masculine face and make it look feminine, especially from afar on stage with lights blaring on your face. However, something like highlighting and contouring is now seen as Instagram makeup. These days, it's incredibly common for people to highlight and contour the shit out of their face to present a elevated, hyper-feminine look, especially on Instagram. Social media has influenced a lot of our current fashion trends, and queer folks have frequently been at the forefront. When I think of early Instagram baddies, I think of Amaya Scott, a beautiful Black transgender woman who was known for her incredibly colorful hairstyles. Amaya Scott was doing the Instagram baddie thing before Instagram baddies were a thing. She was always posting these incredibly elevated pictures that have kind of become sort of the standard for Instagram now. But Amaya Scott is frankly part of the larger culture of Black women on social media who have always been setting the trends. That's why we're constantly having conversations about non-Black people blackfishing or appropriating styles that are associated with Black women. If Black women were not setting these trends, this would never even be a conversation. Nikita knows this. She's heard these accusations, she's had these conversations, she's had these debates. She's come out and made statements about this. There's no way in hell she's unaware of this. She knows that pissing off Black women will get a lot of people talking and will help her trend on social media. I've said it before on this channel, but there is a whole industry dedicated to pissing off Black women, and we feed it by responding to it. Some people really do subscribe to the idea that any press, whether good or bad, is press, right? And some people have learned that there's a lot of power and money in pissing people off. At the end of all of this, she would say that it was all just a pussy stunt. Turns out she doesn't really care that much about her music and is just trying to get attention so that she can promote her new makeup. Nikita Dragun's most notable talent is pissing people off. Whenever she's criticized, she screams that it must be transphobia. But the truth is, she just fucking sucks. And she'll probably continue to suck until she's sucked this whole influencer thing dry and people stop paying attention to her. No shade or whatever, but I've always seen people who relied so heavily on controversy as completely and utterly talentless. At most, she's a reckless troll, and at least she's an incredibly uninformed person who has no respect for the trans people who came before her. Either way, I'm bored. Anyway, what do you guys think about all of this? I would love to know what your opinion is. Again, I hope this is the last time we talk about Nikita Dragun on this page because I have a very hard time believing she's ever going to change her ways. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel in the comment box below. On that note, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.